So welcome to this RSNAV S4 explanation and guide. Um, I usually don't do many videos where I install stuff and everything, but this device is outstanding. Like honestly, it's amazing. That's why I did this video, because I think more people should have this, and I'm going to do different chapters on this video, so you can easily skip them and go to the parts which are interesting for you. The first point that we should talk about is the booting speed, which takes a while when the car is cold and all electronics are off, like this. Now you can see they turned on the lights, the device starts to boot. The reason is why it takes a little bit longer to boot up when your car was completely off is because the battery is not giving any electricity to your car system, to your MMI system, so this can't use it. But if this car had its ignition turned on in the last 30 minutes, it's gonna be instantly. So let's say you are going to shop somewhere, you're turning off your car, you come back and you plug in this key, it's instantly there because it's in a sleep state. So I hope you know what I mean. It's like your lock screen. Just because you turn on your lock screen, your smartphone doesn't actually turn off. It's something comparable to this. Next thing we want to talk about is the MMI and CANBus integration to the original system. So we are talking about those media keys, this volume knob, your wheel keys, and everything else. So the first thing we should talk about is the original MMI. Does it get displayed? Yes, looks like this. And you see the quality is a lot better than a stock MMI on a stock display. The contrast is a lot better, it's sharper, the colors are nicer. And you got also a nice side-by-side display which you can toggle. And it's nice because it shows you your driving speed and many other things. So it's nice to have something on your screen when you're using this, when you're driving or selecting something, so it doesn't look like the original MMI where you only have unnecessary information, but it looks cooler, let's say it this way. Your dials and your wheels and everything just still works like it did before. Nothing lost its control, so all options are still working like they did before. So that's really nice and very, very well integrated. The reason for this is not a standalone unit, so it's not like a screen that you put onto your car and you got Android on it, but it integrates into the whole car system, into this to say. And like I said, you don't lose functions, but you gain more functions. So it's a win-win situation, and everything works really well. The integration is perfect. Can't be done better, honestly. For example, if I click this button or this button, I can still switch between them. You know what I mean. If I go to setup and click this, Bluetooth for example, those buttons are linked to this MMI system. The car knows you are in this original MMI system, so it lets you use those buttons. To go back, you just one second, you just click the screen and you're back in your RSNAV UI. If you click those buttons, it automatically switches to the original MMI, so which is also really nice because those buttons have no other function than to be used with the original MMI. So it's, like I said, nice integrated. This is the second UI design that the RSNAV comes with. It's a little bit older. It's inspired by the C7A6, I think, which integrates a little bit better than a very modern tile design that you just saw. And I don't use this because I got my own launcher. So a launcher is pretty much just like the whole theme and the whole functions of your Android device. So pretty much if you want to change the appearance and use widgets and everything, you need a custom launcher, which I did. So I used Car Launcher Pro and did my own design and my own theme, and pretty much I just customized it as far as it's possible. So I'm a media designer and I do a lot of Photoshop and Illustrator, and so it's easy for me to do this. You can't download this theme because it's not possible to simply configure it and download something, because it takes a lot of hard work to get everything this way. The reason is I got it in German, so I would need to rewrite this everything in English and put a car model here and everything, and there's a lot of problems with it. It wasn't easy, so maybe one day I will find a way to make it possible to have this theme on your RSNAV device or your Android device. So I don't know, I will maybe try if enough people want this. So like I said, this is my launcher. Right, I switched the resolution to 8K, and I think you can see it a little bit better now. I got corners, and those corners are functional. So like I said, those media buttons are for the stock system, and those were also used in a stock MMI system, but I reprogrammed them so that the RSNAV automatically knows that I'm not anymore in the MMI system, and if I click them now, I can use my corners that I just did with Photoshop. They are not functional, but as soon as I click one of those buttons, I got it configured to those corners, and it's easy to read and easy to use. You can also click some things on this, but not those corners, because the car launcher that I used has no option to overlay something, except I did an overlay here, which is usually the car logo. It's interactive, the car logo. I put the empty PNG file on it, so if I click this, it opens Google Maps, which is really nice. If I want to go back to the main menu, I just click here, and I'm back there. If I click this media button, I'm back in my menu. So really nice. Everything's functional. As you can see, the music player, the media player is also here, and you can skip and you can see an album preview if you're using YouTube Music or something. And that's a really nice thing. I got a second page with only one app, which is my gas station app, so it shows me the nearest gas station. If I click this here, it opens the voice integration. Oh, 1 second, I'm sorry, this was wrong. If I click this one, it opens the voice integration. And another thing I want to talk about is the real speed, the real responsiveness. So if you open the app, it's almost instantly there, like with no delay, which you just saw. But if I want to go to, let's say, YouTube, I'm going to my apps, just look at the speed while navigating in the menu. Where's YouTube? It's on the other side. I don't use YouTube on this, but let's try maybe Netflix first. It's there. It was instantly there. And just as YouTube takes a bit to scroll, but I just like to do it over the control knob, because it's easier for me than swiping. YouTube wants, it's there. And if I want to start up a video, let's say, maybe we can find a playlist here somewhere. It's there. Let's click this. It's there. Let's click this. This is from a mobile, by the way, so I'm not connected to my wireless LAN or something. It's from mobiles, and it's still really damn quick. Regarding the speed, I got a F31 BMW 2017, and this car is a lot slower than this. I drove a Cupra 2022 last time, also slower than this. It's not as responsive as this, and the CarPlay doesn't even need to be used on here, because you got everything on your device. So like CarPlay is, for me at least, just nothing that you should use on this, because it's more responsive and better to have everything on this, and the sound quality is also better than pairing it with Bluetooth, so I just love this a lot more. What's also nice is the DSP that you got built in. At least that's the most important thing for me when I did my custom audio, because I'm not having the original Bang & Olufsen. I just replaced all speakers here and my subwoofer and everything, so this was the last part that I needed, and the standard settings are perfect already. So they did a really great job at configuring this. It sounds a million times better, and if it's not your cup of tea, you can still still configure it the way you want. So I think that's everything to say. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you got questions, just ask in the comments.